From the dawn of video games, the concept of the Old West has widely been used. From the Oregon Trail to Wild Gunman, from Sunset Riders to Red Dead Redemption, the Western genre can be seen with the gunfighter and outlaws on the Great Plains to the cowboy even being set in the final frontiers, commonly referred to as the Space Western. So whether your disposition tends more towards an outlaw like Jesse James or lawmen like Wyatt Earp, this review's for you. Today we're going to be dealing with two Western games I loved as a kid and still do. The first one is The Lone Ranger, and no, not that Lone Ranger. And the next is Gun.Smoke. Yeah, I called it Gun.Smoke, not Gun.Smoke, so Marshall Dillon can kiss my mother. The Lone Ranger was released by Konami in 1991. It follows the mythos of our hero and his faithful companion Tonto, as you take control of a former Texas Ranger whose brother-in-arms were murdered by an outlaw, Butch Cavendish. This game takes you through 8 different regions of the West, with each one having a different objective. The main plot of this game is that Butch Cavendish has now kidnapped the president, and it's your job to save him. Throughout this game, you'll travel through many famous and infamous Western towns, including Tombstone, Dodge City, El Paso, and many, many others. Most of this game reverts from a top-down to side-scrolling and even a first-person view as you traverse from each objective. At your disposal is a 6-round revolver with standard and silver bullets, plus TNT. But even without these, your 2 fists can get the job done just as easily. Another special addition to this game, like Bayou Billy, is that the light gun can be used, but I myself prefer not to. The objectives can pretty much be easy to moderate, and the only downfall of this game is that certain actions had to be performed before the game could progress. So if you don't have a walkthrough, becoming lost can be quite easy. So you find this game on a cheap, I suggest you get it. It's made by Konami. What else do I have to say? So with that, I give this an 8 out of 10. The next game we're going to deal with is near and dear to my heart. This is Gun.Smoke. Gun.Smoke was made by Capcom in 1985 and ported to the NES in 1988. Gun.Smoke is a vertical shoot-'em-up where you play as a cowboy named Billy Bob, who has to save the town of Hicksville from thieves and bandits who have been stealing gold from their town for ages. The player has only 3 ways to shoot: up, left, and right. So if you don't have a turbo option on your controller, I suggest you get it mighty damn quick. The game consists of 6 stages in order for you to progress. You essentially need to get a bounty for the bandit in charge of each area and defeat him. From Hicksville battling cutthroats and punks to their leader, Bandit Bill, to Fort Wingate, find your way through snipers and dynamen to get to the infamous Wingate brothers. These travels are going to be long and tough. The Gun.Smoke levels are about as western as they come, from battling your way through a Comanche village to traversing Death Mountain with countless ninjas attacking you from each angle. No, wait a minute, ninjas in the Old West? I mean, the West and East did live side by side during this time, but feudal Japan ninjas? I guess the designers loved that serious kung fu. And I'm sorry, Bruce, you got the short end of the stick on that one. Rest in peace, David Carradine. Your fight will be a tough one, but you'll have different general stores offering you shotguns, machine guns, magnums, and smart bombs. Also, you deal with supply shops owned by Molly. Here she will offer you ammunition, horses, which lets Billy take a little bit more damage, and a wanted poster if you can't find one hidden on your own. This is one of those games you can pick up and play anytime. The replay value is just plain fun, which is why I give this a 10 out of 10. So I thank y'all for watching. Until next time, this is the Dutchman, saying never approach a bull by the front, a horse from the rear, or a fool from any direction. And never ever squat with your spurs on. I'll see y'all later.